So this is the final episode in my vlog for my competition, leading up to my bodybuilding competition this year. And yeah, just going to run through what happened on the day of the competition, then show you some pictures and I think a little clip of the routine, and then look at what we're going to do moving forward, where I'm at the moment, and plans for doing some more filming bits as well. So it's not the last you'll see of me. Still going to try and carry this on because I quite enjoy it, even if you guys find it quite boring, but I like it. So anyway, yeah, this will be the last final one. It's a little bit late since competing. I've had a few things to catch up with. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. We're trying to move home at the moment, so that's why if you can see anything, it looks like a bit of a tip. Just noticed the washing basket there, but ignore that. So on the day of the competition, well, we'll talk about before. I travelled up the night before because it was in Exeter, which is about 4 hours away from me. So it's a fairly long distance, so I didn't want to travel down on the day. So went down the night before, stayed in the hotel, just made our way there on the Sunday. Got to the venue, great venue actually, really nice, really well organised as well. The federation, the NPC, the guys there, Mike puts on a good show, like in terms of the competitions I've done before, really well organised. So that was good, that was nice to see. Usually you can find things like this just don't run smoothly at all. So yeah, that was good, and got there, got set up backstage and everything, and went with the boss. She was there, my support team, and she pretty much looked after me the whole day. Sorted out my tan, hair, costume, trunks, made sure I was alright, eating enough, drinking enough, things like that. But so yeah, it was good. It was hot that day, like really hot. As soon as we started getting ready to get on stage, yeah, things started to get really sweaty, which is not good if you've got a tan on. So I was trying to make sure everything looked alright before we got on stage. Actually getting on stage, or on the way in, I weighed in at 101 kilos, 101 point something. I was the heaviest there, no surprise. I was also the tallest in the category. We had the biggest category of the day. We were on last, so we waited right till the end. I think there was 10 or 11 in our category. So we all got on, just about got on stage, all fitting on, and then we were doing our split into groups to do the mandatory poses. So even if you're not at the front going through quarter turns, you're still at the back of the stage holding the front relaxed pose, which isn't very relaxing. Yeah, we seemed to go, I think I went through 3 rounds of compulsory posing, which is unheard of really. And in total we were on stage for like 40 minutes. Absolutely pouring with sweat afterwards. Everyone's tans were running and everyone was sort of like, what's going on? This is crazy. But I kind of enjoyed it. I wouldn't have had it any other way really, because that's kind of the experience I wanted, to come from the world of like fitness where it's all flowery and beautiful and everyone's like, fucking even the blokes have got makeup on, you know. So to get away from that and actually physically learn something, learn how to pose, learn a routine, meet guys who are like-minded, who have gone through the same things as you, and it's all judged on who brings the best package on the day. And for me, that's why I wanted to do it. And yeah, I think it was fair. It was fair on the day. It was hard, very hard, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I've had workouts that aren't as bad as that. So yeah, it was good. I'm gonna throw some pics up now to show you basically where I started and some pics on the competition day, and then like a comparison. I'll also show you some shots that are taken from the lineup and also from the routine itself. So yeah, I'll throw them up now so you can see. You can see from there I'm not as lean as I wanted to be. In my head I'm not as lean as I wanted to be. I knew I wasn't there, but you know, I wasn't going past this date. I'd already put it back 5 weeks or whatever, so it was going to be this weekend. Hence the reason travelling all the distance down there. So could I have been better? Yes, and I think you can always be better. So something to work towards for the next one, and I will be absolutely shredded for the next one. I won't be getting on that stage until I'm happy So that's good, and it's all about learning about things like that. And I'm happy with what I did bring, and also what I learned along the way in terms of my nutrition and how I've done it. If you don't know, I kind of was working with someone at the beginning of this prep, and for other reasons, stopped doing it because it was kind of a way of doing things that I didn't agree with. A little bit sort of, how they say in industry, bro. So I kind of took that away and took it upon myself to fix my own macros and run things how I saw it best, and from what I know and from my understanding. So, and if I'm being honest, I got more progress doing it that way. I was a lot happier, and I think if I'd had a little bit longer, I would have been thereabouts. So it's promising, and it's good for me to see that happen and know that I've got confidence in myself for doing that. So that's good. So yeah, I'm going to throw up now a little clip of the routine so you can see what I came up with for this routine. Something I will get done properly for the next one. I'll probably go and actually maybe get someone who is a choreographer to try and help me with this side of things. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the routine. I hate being on stage. I don't enjoy it as much as some of the guys. So for me, being on stage is a little bit of a, I think I'm not that kind of showing off person. But I quite enjoyed the routine. Yeah, it was fun. So here you go, have a little look at it. This will be the last time, so for one last time, the beast, not the beauty today, she's away, she's working. So what's next for me? What's next? So I'm going to be looking at taking about anywhere between 18 months to 2 years off, and what I mean by off is not stopping training and completely just becoming lazy. In fact, I don't think I could do that, but I'm taking up to 2 years out to progress. So what we mean by that is just to put on some real decent quality lean muscle and give myself and my body a chance to actually progress. I have never really done this in the past. All of the 5 years I've been doing this, I've always got to the end of like the season of competing, where you're giving yourself like over Christmas time and whatever into the new year, that off season, and then as soon as competitions come around again, you get tempted and you prep for a comp. So you never really, you give yourself not even 6 months to actually progress. So if you're natural as well, then you definitely need to give yourself between 18 months to 2 years, even longer sometimes, to try and progress your physique to where you want it to be. Otherwise you're just slowing the process. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to really structure it in, so it's not just a case of I get to eat everything in sight. I'll be structuring this in probably just as much as I would structure the diet. So although it'd be more relaxed, but we'll still be trying to hit certain amounts, and we'll be tracking through certain periods of this time. It's not a case of just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. what we're going to do is go through periods of lean gaining and then cutting back a bit, sharpening things up, and then go through another period of lean gaining, sharpening things up. I'm aiming to stay around 10 to 15% above my actual stage weight. So in the last 2 weeks since the competition, I've managed that pretty easy. I'm sitting at 105 kilos, so only 5 kilos more than when I went, well, not even that, 4 kilos more than when I went on stage. And I found that pretty easy, and I'm eating a lot more, which is nice. I am a little bit more relaxed with it, but the foods I was eating anyway is stuff that I like to eat. I'm eating a lot of oats and whey, lean protein, vegetables, potatoes, rice, and then just being allowed a bit more freedom with stuff. So if we want to go out and eat, I don't even worry about it anymore. I have, what I want, and I just, don't worry about that too much. But I'm still keeping a track on where I'm at physique wise and weight wise. I don't want to go over that 15%, so it's good. And if I can hold this and keep slightly increasing the food, then onto a winner. So it's all good. I'm also going to be filming some more, so my next film that I'm going to be after this is going to be showing you a day of what I do eat in an off season. I'll take you through a whole day of off season eating, just to show you guys that it's not all shit, and it is actually foods that I was eating in prep, but just more of it, maybe certain tweaks on things to get the calories in. I'm going to take you through a day of eating on that, and also come August the 1st I'm going to be starting a little mini cut. I'm doing that typical thing, I'm going on holiday in September and I want to look half decent, so I'm going to take myself through about 5 weeks of like a small mini cut, which is what I'll be doing anyway through the whole the gaining phase. So it's a good idea to try out this process with no pressure, because I haven't got a competition or anything. All I've got to do is get my skin out on the beach. So it's good, it's exciting to see and put some of my own ways of doing things into practice. So I've got a few ideas I'm going to try out, and that's how we should do it, trial and error, and see what works, what doesn't work for you. I've learned a hell of a lot during this prep about what I should do next time. So it's been useful and a really good thing to do, and also the longest prep, but also the easiest one as well, because of the flexibility involved. And that's just not for me. I think it's the easiest for the people around you as well, because you can still do things, you can still have a life, and you can still get lean. So it is possible. In prep, I drank alcohol, I ate out at restaurants, I had chocolate, I had ice cream, I had biscuits. I probably had a lot of things that you shouldn't really think you should eat during a prep phase, but I did, and I still got fairly lean. Hopefully you can agree from the pictures, but anyway. So this is it, the final vlog in this series, but not the final time you'll see me. So I hope you've enjoyed these. The few people who do watch them and let me know they watch them and comment on them, then I do appreciate it. And I do it obviously a lot for myself, just accountability, but also if you guys get any useful bits from them, then that is all I want. So thanks for watching. Cheers.